everybody. Today is Wednesday, November 20th. It is 10:22 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Press for Juice. I'm going to get $7.70 for 4 miles. It is so slow today. I've had the app on for an hour and a half, and this is the only borderline good offer that has come in so far today. It's not quite $2 a mile, but I was starting to smell the scent of desperation. I was like, I need to get something or I'm not going to have any money today. So I took this one. And I'm going to probably end up having to work until 2 o'clock today because of how slow it is and how late of a start I got. Plus, yesterday was so slow, I only did one delivery. So there's really no choice. I've got to just push through. I've got to push through and work until 2 and hope by the time it's 2 o'clock I will have made my $35. Oh my God, it's just deader than a doornail. It's just so slow. There's just nothing going on. I think most people are just thinking of the holidays coming up and they're trying to save money, and they're trying not to eat too much because they're going to be pigging out on Thanksgiving and all the events that are coming up. People are trying to just not overindulge. That's the general feeling I'm getting for this for this situation that I'm in and why it's so slow. But it's all good. It's pretty much normal. I've been doing this job now for I don't know, what is it, 5 years now, and maybe 6. I don't know. I lose track of time. Probably since 2020. So what is that? 2020 is 2025 now. So 5 years at least. And this is normal. Every time it gets around this time of year, it gets like this. So it's not a surprise to me at all. Come on, lady, hurry up and go so I can park. Let's see if I got a good parking spot. Nope. Handicap, and 2 people are in the 5-minute short-term parking, so I'll just have to park right here. And let's head on into the Press for Juice. Hello. Okay, got the stuff. It was not ready. It was unbelievable that it wasn't ready. They are so known for being on point that right when you walk in, they just hand you the stuff and you go. I was in there for over 5 minutes just sitting, and there were 2 other people or 3 other people ahead of me that they were, giving their orders to. And I was just sitting there just hanging out waiting, and finally, I was the last one in line to get my stuff, and then another person walked in as I was heading out, and so that was that. So just an unfortunate situation that I had to wait that long, but whatever. Now we're off to a house, and I don't know how many minutes away it is because there's no internet here. So I looked it up on Google Maps to see where it was since I had so much free time. And so I know in general where I'm going. Oh, it finally came up. 9 minutes from here, 2.7 miles. It's a house and it's a leave at the door. Yeah, just one of those things that you can't control. So I was not about to cancel it. I wasn't going to walk away from it because there's nothing to walk towards. There's nothing going on. So yeah, beggars can't be choosers, and I am a beggar today. I am on my hands and knees begging, please give me some money. I need the money. Oh my gosh. So yeah, and then one other offer came in to go to Eggworks, and they were going to give me I think $8 for 4 miles. but it was going to deliver to somebody at the at the Green Valley Hotel or whatever. And that place is so difficult to deliver to, and I've had problems in the past where the customers expect you to go up to their room to give it to them, but you can't get up to their rooms. It's not allowed, so you can't get access to the rooms. And so yeah, so there's just not even possible. So yeah, I don't bother ever trying to deliver to that particular hotel unless sometimes I accidentally will accept an order there, and then I tell them to come downstairs and meet me in the lobby or meet me at the entrance, and I hand it to them, and that has worked out in the past. So, but I don't trust them. When I saw it come in, I said, I don't want to even chance it, because usually when I do accidentally get orders like that, they're through DoorDash, so I know I'm going to be guaranteed the money, and even if it's a hassle, I still get the money. Whereas with Uber Eats, the person can change the tip, and then I'll end up with no tip and just like a couple of bucks for my time and trouble. And I'd rather skip it if there is a risk of not getting the tip. So yeah, and the weather today is great. It's 55 degrees, sunny and clear, no wind. And yeah, this would be the perfect day for it to be busy, because the weather's fine and the road conditions are okay. So it would be nice if it was busy, but it is not. It is apparently it's just slow. There's nothing I can do about it. Just like every other day, you just roll with it. Whatever's happening, you can't be happy or sad. You just roll with it. You can't, it's kind of like with the weather. If it's a cloudy day, it's just a cloudy day. And if it's a sunny day, it's a sunny day. You just keep doing your routine, rinse and repeat. And you average out the amount of money you make throughout the year. And that's all you can do. And hopefully for you guys, that averaging out of the money works out where you are successful for the year and you're not going deeper into debt. That is the worst. That's why I could never recommend this job as the kind of job you do to make a living. It's just for extra money, and that's how you have to think of it as. Otherwise, it would be very stressful. So yeah. So luckily, this job, as it averages out, is just fine. Some days are up, some days are down, and when it's up, if you think about this as being something to provide you with some kind of like supplemental income, but you still need it, and it averages out to be fine. On good times of the year, you've got to set aside that money, knowing that it's just a good month or a good week or a good quarter. And you got to set that money aside, that portion that is extra, because later on in the year you're going to have moments where it is totally dead, and you'll be lucky to make $5 that day. That's how bad it can get sometimes. I've had days where the app doesn't send anything at all. It's just completely silent, and I think it's broken. I'll actually reboot my phone, but there's just nothing. There's either not enough customers who need the service, or there's just too many drivers out on the road, and they are all eating up all the offers. They're parking right near the restaurants and the stores, and the offers will go to them, because it's about proximity. Whoever's the closest to the restaurant, the store, is the one who's going to get the offer first, because it really goes based on proximity more so than anything else. All right, at the next light, I'm going to be making a right-hand turn, and we don't have much further to go. It's like 0.6 miles to go until we get there, so not much further. And this particular area is nice. The neighborhood, it has like its own little place to do things. Community center. $8.67. 18 miles. No. Wow. $9 for 18 miles. That is ridiculous. I don't know who would take that offer. I'm sure there's some people that would though, because what they'll do is they'll just work from zone to zone to zone. So they just need money. So wherever the money is, they just chase after it. But that's not me. They won't see me doing that. No, I'm not here. Next one. What am I doing? Following this white SUV. They're probably the person I'm going to deliver to. That's happened to me before, where I follow somebody and they end up being the very people I'm delivering to, which is always kind of weird. And it's not going to be this left turn, but the next left turn. And you watch this truck, this SUV in front of me is going to do the exact same thing. I told you. Murphy, $7 for 20 miles. No. God, $7 for 20 miles. Insane. And then after this, I'm going to keep going straight ahead. And you watch, they're going to still... Oh, no, they're not. They're turning. Finally, they're going somewhere different. They probably think I'm stalking them. They're like, this guy's following us. Alright, it's going to be coming up on the right. I think where that black car is. Let's see. I think I'm going to go in front. Yeah, I'm going to go in front of this black car. And I think it's this house here. And it is. This is it. We've arrived. Let's do it. Alright, that's all done. And of course, the app is dead silent now. And there's nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, there's Scooby-Doo. A little statue of Scooby-Doo. That's cute. That's unexpected. Those are the fun parts about this job. The unexpected things you see. There was like a little stuffed animal on this power transformer of Scooby-Doo. I don't see Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck and all those characters anymore. They must not be popular. They must have vanished. Just like Popeye. I never see any stuffed animals or any reference to Popeye anymore. And if you mention the cartoon character Popeye to people, the first thing they think of is that Popeye's chicken. They don't think of the cartoon character Popeye the Sailor, which is really weird. It's like that whole era has gone away because it's so old. A lot of people don't remember the cartoon character. Just like who's the other one they don't remember? Mighty Mouse. A lot of people don't remember Mighty Mouse. What's another obscure one? For sure they don't remember Davy and Goliath or Gumby. Maybe Gumby they'll remember just from Saturday Night Live. Maybe when they show old reruns, they'll remember when Eddie Murphy would play Gumby, but it's more like a mean Gumby. So yeah, or a streetwise Gumby. But yeah, nobody really remembers all the really old cartoon characters that are. I think if you go back before the 1970s, I think if you go towards, everybody still remembers Bugs Bunny, that I know, and Daffy Duck they remember. But it's weird how pop culture can only hold so much into their brains to remember. Now you ask kids what cartoons they like, it's all that stuff that's very recent to us older people, like SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents, and I don't know, what are those, the Powerpuff Girls. People remember those cartoon characters now, and in fact to adults now, those are their childhood memories. Those are the cartoons they remember, which is really weird to me. It's like, that's like, to me those cartoons are garbage. But I think it just depends on when you were a kid. whenever you were a kid, that's what you recall. So anyway, we are just cruising on back. I've got 5 miles on the car now. I'm getting 68 miles to the gallon. The temperature is 56 degrees and all is well. We've just got no work. That's the only problem. Everything's good and we got nothing to do. So anyway, I was at home trying to pass the time. I was watching Lost on Netflix and having fun with that. Oh, something's coming in. $7.61 to go to Houston's Hot Chicken and drive 17 miles. God, that is terrible. That's a no. Man, everything is just so lousy. It's either no offers or the worst offers you could possibly imagine. Yeah, so I was just home watching Lost and enjoying that, and every time they introduce a character, I would look up on my phone who that character was. $18.20 to go to Houston's Hot Chicken and drive 20 miles. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You'd have to pay me at least $35 to do that job. You can forget it. That's a lot of miles on the car. That put a total of 40 miles on the car, because you got to drive 20 miles to deliver it. Then you're going to have to drive 20 miles to get back. It's like, no thanks. So yeah, I look up the characters on Lost, and because they purposely make the show so hard to follow, and all the characters are interconnected. So you've got to look them up on the internet to find out, how does this character know this other character, and are they related, and what's the backstory of this character. So it makes it fun. It's a fun show to watch. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's worth watching, especially if you like shows that you have to really pay attention to and like figure out the mysteries behind everything. It's a good show. Now the ending is debatable. Everybody debates the ending, whether it was a good ending or not. So I enjoyed the ending, and obviously I'm not going to give it away, but I enjoyed the ending. So I recommend watching it. And you have to be a person that likes abstract, the abstract nature of the show. $5.43 for 2.7 miles to do shopping. Oh, hell no, I do nobody's shopping for that tiny bit of money. Oh, I think I got one. I gotta get over. It's not a great one, but it's gonna have to do. Except, all right, let me tell you about it. I'm already here at the store. That's why I got over real quick. All right, I got an offer from DoorDash. I'm gonna get $5 to go to Starbucks. I have to drive 2.3 miles. Let me go offline with Uber Eats, and obviously the beverages are gonna be ready, and that's a tiny bit of money. But what are you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? There's no work. When there's no work, you have to be desperate and take whatever it gives you. So my minimum right now is $5, at least when I'm on the road anyway. Oh God, and where am I delivering to? Oh Lord, I think it's just a business. I hope. I haven't been to this, I haven't been here in a long time to this Starbucks. All right, I'm parked. Let's go on in. Even started the order, so I said screw it. I'll take the hit. I'm not waiting for the order. They something else better came in, and I'm headed over there right now. It wasn't much better, but they were not even close to having the order ready. And I'm like, for that tiny bit of money, I'd rather go somewhere else. I'd rather take another offer. And this offer just seems like it's gonna be a lot better as far as the drop off, the pickup and the drop off. So that's what I'm doing. So let me just make this turn here and I'll tell you about it. Alright, I got an offer from Uber Eats. I'm gonna be going to Press for Juice. I'm gonna get $5.20 for 2.5 miles. That's right, I'm gonna get a whole 20 cents more for my troubles. How kind of them. How generous. Oh man. And the only reason why I decided that this would be worth it and to cancel the other one, and this is the only reason why, is because I was just so sick of just standing there. I had been there already for 5 minutes and there was this real heavy set lady in there slowing them all down, like telling them, like triple checking their work and opening up her order to make sure they were right. And she was one of those customers that's like a total pain in the ass, that it was going to be another 10 minutes before she would leave the store with her order. And she was slowing down the whole process, and my order hadn't even been started yet. So I said, oh no, this is going to end up being a 20-minute wait. And I'm like, I'm not waiting. So I said goodbye. I said goodbye to Starbucks, and I took the hit. And that's now brought me down to a 96% completion rate, which of course is 1% away from where my absolute minimum is, where I like to be. So I can only take one more hit with DoorDash before I have to just take every single order until it builds back up again. Now I still have more of a buffer. I have an additional 5% more on my thing that I can do, but I generally don't like to go down that low, because your cancellation rate will, if it gets too low, puts you at risk for being deactivated. So in general, whatever their minimum is, I like to stay well above the threshold, and then really save the buffer that I create for really, really serious situations where I am absolutely at my wit's end and want to get the heck out of there. So this one is not that, so right now this one was not that serious. Like if I had to, I would have waited for it and would have just, complained about it the whole time I was delivering it. But this, I'm still not at that level where I have to really worry. So I'm like, oh, screw it. I'm going to just take the hit. So that's what I did. And this offer is not that much better, obviously. It's only 20 cents more to go to Press for Juice. But I'm just like, I don't want to be at the Starbucks anymore. I'm tired of hearing this lady, be a total complainer and making these employees' lives difficult and slowing down the process. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and go. This way the aggravation will stop. Like my blood pressure can come back down to normal if I can leave this Starbucks. So I did. And that was just the bottom line. I'm like, really, for $5 I'm gonna put up with this baloney? It's like, I don't think so. I gotta go. I'm like, goodbye everybody. And that was the bottom line. Alright, just gonna turn here and then go all the way to the end, then make a right, and it's way in the far corner, and I probably should have just waited till the light turned green. It probably would have been faster. But what is this lady doing? Come on, make up your mind. Make up your mind, lady. Either go or don't go. Either you're gonna wait for me or you're not gonna wait for me. She's trying to decide what she wanted to do. It's like, should I go or should I not go? It's coming up straight ahead. And I'm sure it'll be ready. I hope. I mean, last time, Press for Juice, it wasn't ready the last time we were here, which was just the last delivery. But they should have caught up by now and it should be ready. Okay, let's go do it again, folks. verify this order. Order verified. Complete pickup. Alright, so the customer just messaged me with the gate code. We're going to be going to a house. It's going to be 5 minutes from here. 2.3 miles, no big deal. And the order was ready, but there was this lady in there, and she was talking up a storm to the lady working behind the counter, and she could not stop talking. It's like she just had, diarrhea of the mouth. And, of course, the employee had to be polite and go along with the conversation. But you could tell she wanted to break away so she could hand me the order that I was standing there for as a delivery driver. But she couldn't break away. And then another employee finally came out and helped me and gave me the order. And that lady was still talking about a whole lot of nothing. She was just having a good time running the mouth. She's like, I love to talk, and I am gonna I'm a customer, and the customer's always mouthy. Not the customer's always right, the customer always is mouthy. So, yeah. Just adding to my frustration. I left one chatty customer for another. It's like one complaining customer to one chatty customer. I don't know what is worse. They are both taking up space, unnecessary space. It's like, let's be efficient, everybody. I just want to get my stuff and go. I don't want roadblocks. I already had a roadblock already that's eating up my time. So, get out of my way. And we're not doing too bad as far as the monies, I don't think. Let's see, we got what? 8, 15. We're almost at about $13 so far. And I don't know how long I've been on the road. I don't know. I don't even remember when I got the first order. But it's 11:01 right now. 12. I got 3 hours left to make the $35, and I'm probably like at 30 or 40% of goal. So hopefully it all keeps flowing along, and it is the lunch rush now. I mean, I should be getting stuff for people that are in business offices and they're having their lunch, and they want their food. So hopefully after I drop this offer off, I'll get some offers. The only bad thing about this particular drop off is there's no internet. So I'm going to go ahead and hit DoorDash and turn it on. And maybe I'll get an offer from DoorDash while I am cruising along here to drop off this order. And then when the internet dies, that'll be fine, because I will have had something in hand while I'm dropping this one off. And it's not much further. We're almost there. It's going to be coming up here on the left. Let me get the gate code ready to go. Okay, I got the gate code in my brain. Make my left turn. There's a code box here.
Turn left on Silver Beach Drive.
Alright, let's enter the code. Something's coming in, $2.46 for we don't care, because that's not enough money. Alright, we're going into the community here, and I'm probably going to start to lose signal. It's usually when I make this turn, it's spotty. Sometimes it'll go and sometimes it won't. And yeah, I'm going to go around this bend here, and it'll be, I think, on the left hand side. It's a regular customer, so I pretty much know where it is and their whole routine. I think this is the only customer I go to in this whole community. I gotta make a U-turn. Of course, it's trash day. They got all their trash cans out. Oh. Turn it. Okay, let's do it. Alright, that's delivered. Nothing is coming in, so I got nothing right now. Oh my gosh. Easy drop off, no problems. Smooth sailing. Something's coming in. $13.02 for 6.1 miles. And it's pressed for juice again. Oh, it's gone, thank God. It was to go near the airport. It's like, I do not want to go near the airport. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. It came back. $13.02 for 6.1. It's gone again. I guess that one nobody wants, I guess. $8.06 for 6 miles. No. Oh my God, you're messing me up, app. Why do you show me an opportunity twice and you make it disappear twice? $8, 5.8 miles, no. $2 for 3 miles, no. Oh God, hurry up, guy. It's like now they're machine gunning me offers all of a sudden. It's like $2 for 3 miles, no. Oh, because it is lunchtime, that's why. And once it hits 11 o'clock, from 11 to 12 is usually when the most offers come in during the weekdays. Because everybody wants lunch. They want their food delivered by a certain time. $5.34, 4 miles, no. The time is 11:35 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Starbucks. I'm going to get $8.13 for 3.9 miles. I took a little break. I got home and I had myself some chicken with some vegetables. And I watched some TV for a little bit. And this offer came in. That seems to be worth the trouble. It seems to be. Money to mile ratio. And this will get me to, $21? Yeah, this should get me to $21. And so after this one, I will have to make probably about $13 or $14 more after this. And this is supposed to be the busiest, the busiest time period. But after I did that last drop off and I was back at home base, nothing was coming in. So I said, well, I'm just going to take a lunch break because I'm hungry. And so for all I know, a really good offer would have come in, but I felt like I was better off taking the risk and eating since I was hungry than just sitting there not eating and hoping something comes in and getting hungrier by the minute. So that's what I did. And it's no big deal. It's like, well, whatever. It's all fine. And hopefully this particular Starbucks order will be ready when I arrive. I have now found that this Starbucks to be much more reliable at having the orders ready than the previous one I was at before, because so far that's the way it's been. Now in the past, the one that I went to that was taking forever, they used to be real on their game. I used to walk in there and the orders would all be lined up and ready to go. But maybe the employees that worked at that location that were so good are not there anymore. And they got a whole new crop of people there that don't know what they're doing or are still inexperienced with making the orders. That's usually what happens at these places. You know, real talented people, they move on to bigger and better opportunities. And then the ones that aren't so good, they have nowhere else to go, so they stay there. And then they usually will bring in a fresh crop of people who don't know what they're doing, you know, to learn the operation. That's just the way it is in life for any company. You know, the good ones, they go on, and the ones not so good, they just hang out. Alright, I'm going to try to park somewhere. God, there's so many cars right now. Come on, guy, move a little bit more forward. I want to take this parking spot. I may just turn in here if my car will make it, and I won't hit this car next to me. Okay, we're here. Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we are in business. There was no waiting. The order was ready as I expected it would be for this particular location. And now I'm backing the heck up. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. God, just bad timing. Somebody's turning in at the moment I'm backing out, blocking the access point to get over there. Wasting my miles to get away from that person that turned in
Turn left.
to the Starbucks. Make a left here, and we're going to be going to a house just 6 minutes from here, 1.8 miles. It's a leave at the door, ring doorbell, leave at door please.
Turn left on.
And this is going to be a regular customer that I've been to many times, and they are sticklers for ringing the doorbell. This is a rare customer that actually demands that you ring the doorbell. They must want you to do that because sometimes the order just sits there. God, this guy is gunning it. Must be going 50 miles an hour. It's like 1 second he was far away, and then 1 second later he was like just about to cross my path. Oh God, people are so crazy. This is a 35-mile-an-hour road. Why are you driving so fast? It makes it so not safe. Oh well. And the time is 11:42 now, and it's 57 degrees. I have 11 miles on the car, and I'm getting 52 miles to the gallon. So yeah, that is about it. And it wasn't busy inside Starbucks. It was pretty normal, nothing unusual to report going on in there. And someone was asking me, like, why don't I show more inside the stores and stuff? And the reason why I don't is because of the music they're always playing inside the stores. And it's too time consuming to edit and dub over the music that they're playing with royalty-free music. So I just don't record. And I don't want there to just be dead silence in the video and you're just seeing visuals, because that's not interesting either. A lot of people are actually, when they watch my videos, for the most part, a lot of them are listening to it like it's a talk radio show. So they're listening more so to the audio than to the visuals. So it's actually important for my videos for there to be, at least ambient sounds going on. Because a lot of people just have it kind of in the background while they're working or whatever. It's almost like talk radio in a way when I do this job. So that's why I try to narrate whatever's going on, just in case people are not watching the video, they're just listening to it like it's a podcast. And and so yeah, and then it's also a lot of work, just a lot of extra work when I'm shopping, to be managing the phone, and I get so distracted that it eats up my time when I'm shopping. I really need to focus on making sure I get the right items in the cart, and and just much more efficient. Sometimes it takes like 25 to 50% longer to do the shopping if I'm recording video while I'm shopping. And yeah, those are the general reasons why I do what I do. But you guys get a lot. I try to give you guys a full report when I get back in the car. And of course, we have plenty to talk about while we're driving. There's never a shortage of antics that are going on the road. Because this world is so crazy, let me tell you. This world is so bizarre, the things that go on. It's like, what is happening with the world today? Everybody is so impatient and so rude and so self-absorbed. I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here, people. Alright, I'm turning into the community and we're almost there. Just another quarter of a mile. I'm going to be making a left turn. Gosh, those people have their Christmas decorations out already. You know, that's a no-no. You should not have your Christmas decorations out front until after Thanksgiving. Here's another one that has their Christmas decorations out. You're too early. We're only in November. It has to be you're not supposed to do it. The general rule of Christmas is you have to let Thanksgiving pass and then you put them out. Anyway, that's the way I was raised. Some people, I guess, were raised differently. It's going to be this house coming up at the corner. I'll just stop right about here. And then we're going to make sure we ring the doorbell and we'll be done. Alright, it's all delivered and there's no internet right now. That's also probably why they want you to ring the doorbells, that they don't get any notification sent to them. Yeah, it says something went wrong. Something went wrong. So now I typed in their front door because now there's no picture to send to them. So I typed in front door so they know it's at the front door. And the app is still spinning. There's no cell phone service right now. Unfortunately. And now I'm making my way back to home base. Okay, it went through. So that's officially through. And I'm going to turn back on my DoorDash. And that's back on. $16.23 for 15 miles. No. Oh boy. Let's see, is there any cars coming? No? Okay, then I'm gonna go. And we're not gonna make the next light. Oh, gotta make a right turn coming up because this looks like a good one. I'm going to be accepting it here momentarily. Accept. I've gotta make a right turn. Am I going to make this turn before the other cars go? This person decided to cut in front of me. Thank you very much for nothing. Well, we got to go offline with Uber Eats. And where is this place? I think it's coming up real soon. I'm going to have to tell you guys as I'm parking at the restaurant where I'm going. There's a car coming from over there, so I've got to go over here. And then I'm going to try to park right here and tell you guys where I'm going as I'm parking at the restaurant. Okay. Alright, everybody, I got an offer from DoorDash. I'm going to go to Capriati's. I'm going to get $6 for 2.1 miles. Let's go in. You're welcome. I can't confirm the order. There is no internet. But I have a general idea of where it's at. So at the very least, I can start moving and making my way towards that street. Let's see if I can back out of here safely without causing too much damage. Oh my gosh. So the food was ready. There was no waiting, which was amazing. I was in shock. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have to wait. I sat down for about 5 seconds and they're like, it's ready. I'm like, whoa, okay. No problemo. Let's do this. Okay, I've got internet again. It's a handed to me. I just saw that. They're giving me terrible directions on how to get there. I'm gonna wait for this guy to go and see he has the right of way. I'm gonna make a left and a quick right over here. And where is it telling me to go? Oh, it's telling me to make a left on Sunridge Heights. Okay, I can do that. I'll do what you say. So it's only 1.4 miles from here, a 5-minute drive. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all to get to. I gotta watch out for crazy drivers that are like trying to cut through the shopping center to take shortcuts to where they're going. There's like a guy to my left who's like cutting through the parking lot, cutting in between parking barriers and just trying to go the shortest way possible. I'm like, follow the rules, dude. Follow the rules. So we're going to, it looks like it's a, oh no, it's a hospital. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hospital. Oh no. Oh, it's a hospital handed to me. I hope it's not the main. It can't be the main hospital. The address is on Horizon Bridge. How can it be? It must be a different hospital. Yeah, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of St. Rose Hospital, and it's not that. So whatever it is, it's not a major hospital. So the person should be easy to get to, I hope. Handed to me, main entrance of Seven Hills Hospital. Okay, you got it. You got it. Let's just get this over with. I don't like delivering to hospitals. It's just usually chaos, and the person that you're giving the food to is never around because they're working, and there's always a crisis. At some medical place, there's always a crisis, unless it's just a regular doctor's office. God, it says do not enter, dude. Do not enter means you can't turn there. Come on, people. Let's all learn to read signs together. When a sign says do not enter, it means you can't turn there. And now look at what they're doing. They're so scared to make a turn. It's like, just turn it already. Oh, I did that for nothing. Look at this construction thing. I could have been in this lane, this other lane, the whole darn time. All right, I'm gonna make a right here. Oh boy. I'm gonna make a right, and then it's gonna go all the way. Where am I going? Turn left in a quarter of a mile. Oh, okay, so it's before I reach Horizon Ridge. Okay, it's gonna be coming up pretty soon. This entrance is, I've never gone here before. At least I don't think I have. At least not from this direction. Okay, the very first driveway, make a left. Okay, here I am. There's the very first driveway. Okay, this is this is it. Where's the main entrance? Yeah, where's the main entrance? I don't think I've been here, and if I have, I've never come from this direction, so I'm turned around. Make a right. Turn right here? This is not the main entrance. Oh, you made me go the wrong way. This is not the main entrance for this facility. 1000%. And I feel like I've been here before, and that is not the entrance. Oh, this app, I swear. Gotta go around. Now I smell like I've been here before. Yeah, the main entrance is over here. Navigation, get a clue. You took me the wrong way. So I'm gonna make a right here up ahead, and there's gonna be these automatic double doors, and I'm just gonna pull over and throw my hazards on. This is the entrance. I've been here before. Right here where it says fire lane, do not park. This is where I'm parking. All right, I'm going in. Out of here. Delivery complete. No problemos. Ooh, they're blowing a lot of leaves over here. What's the best way to get the heck out of here? Go left, maybe? It's been a while since I've been over here, so I can't really remember the best way to get back on course. Then make a right here, maybe? Yeah, make a right, possibly. Yeah, there's an opening. Well, now what are we at? 26? Does that sound right? $9.16 for 8.1 miles. That's a no. I think we're at $26, maybe 27. So we got about $8 or $9 to go. So we're doing good, and it's only going to be 12 o'clock. So things are looking up. But they can dry up at any moment because it's been so slow. That means that I might just be in just the window of opportunity right now. And so in the next couple of minutes, it could all just vanish and we'll be back to square one where nothing's happening and there's no work. This is the time where all these people in the offices realize that they're hungry and they got to eat something. And they start pressing the button in their app to have food sent over. $6 for 4 miles, no. So yeah. But then probably by about 12 or 12:30, they've all gotten their food, and then the party's over. And then I'm not going to get any more offers. $4 for 3 miles, no. Yeah, this is going to just dry up. I can smell it. But at least I know that even if nothing comes back in, I can at least just relax and enjoy watching the rest of my show. I mean, I'm not going to make any money, but at least I can enjoy watching my show. And then the day will just end. I'll be like, turn it off. It's after 2 o'clock. And I'll shut it off. But I'm sure in the next 2 hours, I've got to make at least $8 in the next 2 hours. Don't you think? I would think so. Let me try to do the math here on what I've done so far. So I got $6 and $8. That's $14. I got another one here, $19 and change. And then I got this one, 19 plus 8. What's 19? 27. So I got $27. Then we got 35 minus 27 equals. I gotta make 8 more bucks, 8 more smackaroonies, and then I'm done. Oh, I didn't make the light. And this dummy is sticking outside of their lane. You jerk. It's like, learn how to drive. If you can't fit in the lane, don't go. I don't know what's wrong with people. And that's the most dangerous place for you to be sticking out. Nobody can see you until the last second that you're halfway in your lane and halfway in somebody else's lane. Oh my gosh. Well, this light's going to be really long, and maybe that's a good thing. $11 for 20 miles, no. $5 for 2.4 miles to go to Jungchae Korean Healthy. No thanks. I'm looking for an offer that's at least $8, or at least a place that I've heard of before. I have never heard of Jungchae whatever. Why, these poor people. Oh my gosh, these poor people. Most of these people that you see walking, they ride the bus. They take the bus here, and then I don't know what they do when they get here. I don't know. But most of the time I see these people that look like they're from the bus, and they're always asking me for change. $10.50. 5.6 miles. 2 places. The Jungchae again, and then Buffalo Wild Wings. 6 times 2 is 12. Sorry, that's not $2 for every mile. And it's 2 deliveries, so no thanks. Buffalo Wild Wings takes a long time, and I've never heard of this Jung Che Ching place. Never heard of it. So that tells me that the food is probably not even ready. Whenever you see a restaurant you've never heard of before and it's a part of a double order, you should always be wary, because that usually means trouble. I mean, when you get a double order, you want to be highly confident on the pickup structure and how reliable that restaurant is at having the food ready, and at the very least that it's the kind of place where you feel comfortable standing around waiting for an offer. $5.52 for 3.6 miles, that's a no. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you got to think about when you do this job, because you don't want it to be unpleasant. $5.35 for 3.6 miles, $6.50 for 3.5 miles to go to Arby's. No thanks, Arby's is never ready at this time. $14.62 for 7.6 miles. Oh gosh, I can't see on the map where the drop-off is, so I can't take it. Still continuing to head back to home base. That was borderline. I almost wanted to take it, but I'm like, I don't know where the drop-off is. I couldn't see the map because that stupid widget. $2.36, no thanks. Chipotle, $7.75 for 5.1 miles, no. This guy behind me is tailgating me, getting on my last nerve. I'm going to get in my far left-hand lane because I have a feeling something's going to come in. It's like this thing is roaring. $12.43 for 8.5 miles. That's too low. The time is 12:41 p.m. and I got an offer from DoorDash. I'm going to go to Smart and Final and shop for 12 items. I'm going to get $12.48 for 5.4 miles. I didn't think anything was going to come in. I went back to watching my shows, and this came in. So this was going to do it. This is going to be the last one, and then that'll be it, and the day will be done, thank goodness. And based upon the number of items I'm shopping for and the distance I'm going to have to drive, I should have all this dropped off no later than 1:30, which is just exactly what I thought was going to happen, that I was probably not going to be home until just before 2 o'clock, unfortunately. But that's the reality of the job when it's slow, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I don't know what I'm shopping for, but I'll find... somebody's smoking marijuana. But I'll find out soon enough. Oh, thank you for getting over, because you're driving too slow. I'll find out when I get there, if I get to a red light, so I can tell you. Because of this moron driving too slow made us miss the light. Let's see. I'm going to get a bunch of cilantro. Koji sticky spicy wing sauce with gochujang. Whatever the hell that is. Never heard of it. Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce, Kikkoman soy sauce, Tresemme smooth and silky conditioner, Simply Value bleach, Clorox Splash regular bleach, TGI Fridays frozen mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce, strawberries, Nature's Own honey wheat bread, First Street boneless beef tri-tip roast pack, and then to top it all off, Nescafe Classico dark roast instant coffee. Ay, ay, ay. So basically I'm going to be all over the store, but the good news is that there was not a single case of soda nor any cases of water, so that is the good news. And the bad news is that I'm going to be going all over the store. So this is definitely going to take a while to get, because every item is in a different part of the store. And some of the items I've never heard of. So that means they could be a challenge to find. Why did these people have to press the walk button? It was a long light. Oh my gosh. And I already looked at the drop off, so it's going to be a house, so that's good news. So it'll be an easy drop off. And so the hardest part right now is just getting to the place and then just finding all the items. So, but it's the last one, so I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just going to take my time. Look at this poor guy with the walker. Man, he's probably going to the bus to take the bus. How horrible. Cafe Peru. Uh-oh. Looks like the other place went out of business. You know, Francesca's acai bowl. It went out of business. Now it's called Cafe Peru, which means they serve Peruvian food there. Peruvian food is pretty good. What's this person doing? Oh my God. These people drive so crazy. The worst drivers, I'm telling you, are in this town. I had no stop sign, and that guy, yeah, just go ahead, guy. That guy just blew through the stop sign because he wanted that parking spot so bad. He's like, I gotta get this parking spot. Oh man, Smart and Final looks busy. I'm not used to seeing this many cars in the parking lot. This is a bad sign. A very bad sign. It could take a long time to check out because they only usually have 1 or 2 people working the registers. And I have never had to park this far back to get to Smart and Final. Well, let's just do the best we can. Everyone, I was able to get everything, but I lost a lot of time shopping for the tri-tip roast. The reason why is because they don't sell a tri-tip roast, yet that's what the person wanted. They only had tri-tip steak. So I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? All they got is tri-tip steak, boneless, not boneless tri-tip roast. So I looked at the substitutes and they didn't have the substitutes either. And there were a bunch of people at the meat area by the beef because it was crowded. So it was very difficult to keep going back to figure out what to do next. So that was not a very pleasant shopping experience. But I ended up picking out the tri-tip steak, and the app just said to make sure to take a picture of it and to send it to the customer. And then I waited to hear back from the customer, and I heard nothing back from the customer. So that must have meant it was fine, I suppose. And it was crowded. It was crowded. There was no doubt about that situation. It was crowded. So many people were in that store. It was crazy. Oh man. Stupid light. God. Nothing I can do. This light is so damn long too. Well, we got a 10-minute drive ahead of us. 4 miles. Leave at my door. Please check for me if fresh the large fries. Thank you. Oh my God. Obviously those instructions were old and there are no fries to check. And then the navigation is taking me to what appears to be a gated community, and they gave me no gate code. Because why not? Why not make my job as hard as possible? You know, they figure these delivery drivers aren't making hardly any money whatsoever, and sometimes they know that we make probably less than minimum wage at some points, and they can't even take the time out to be considerate enough to leave us a gate code, because that's how much they care. That's just how much they care. You know, they do the same thing for Uber drivers. Like, they'll expect you to pick them up at their house, and they won't even give you a gate code, and it'll be like, 5 a.m. and everybody's asleep, and there's no way to get into the community, and they don't give you a gate code, and you're stuck. That is what you call inconsiderate, and that is the world. The world is full of people like that all day long. And things are only going to get worse when it comes to the gig work. Apparently, this whole robo-taxi, self-driving situation is starting to take root. And I'm starting to see, even here in Vegas, I'm starting to see cars that have some strange devices on them that definitely look like they're supposed to be self-driving. And I know you're thinking that that's not going to affect delivery drivers, but I got news for you. All those Uber drivers, where do you think they're going to turn to next if they're not making any money doing Ubering for driving people around? They're going to start doing delivery, because there's no money to be had anymore driving people around once all these stupid robot taxis take over. Not to mention all the taxi drivers are going to be put out of business. And what are they going to do to make a living? Well, there's not much else. They're starting to run out of things for people to do. So it's not looking so rosy in the future for gig work when it comes to delivery driving, because of the amount of increase in people that are going to be using it as far as to make a living. So yeah, not very high hopes at the moment, what I'm seeing. Now, it's not going to happen right away. I would think it would be like got about another 2 years to go before it becomes everyday use for everybody's 2 to 5 years everybody's use. Hopefully by then it won't matter to me. I mean, I hope I'm only doing this until I turn 60, and then it won't even matter. I'll just be like, well, I'm out. I'm out, people. See ya. Good luck. But in the meantime, I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to... The future is so hard to predict, you know? We don't know the types of situations that are going to occur in the next few years, because the future is very mysterious. There are many things that could happen that could change the course of events. Like, you'll think that, like, everybody keeps talking about the AI and all this stuff is coming, but things can happen. Like, all it would take would there to be a recession, and everything would grind to a halt, because if people aren't working, progress slows down. So building stops, so everything just slows down. When we're in a boom time, when things are rocking and rolling, that's when the time speeds up, because productivity is just roaring. But when there's a recession, there is no work. And if there's no work, then that means nothing is being done. Everything is just because, you know, the consumer has decided to shut their wallet. And when the wallet shuts, it's like a domino effect, and then everything goes dormant or starts to go at a snail's pace. And it happens across the board for all different industries. I think the only industries that don't really experience it are ones that are connected to like defense, defense of the country, so like weapons and military related things. Those things will continue, but stuff that relates to any kind of services that relate to people, that's gonna just come to a stop if a recession comes. And we're due for a recession. I mean, that's usually what happens is in economic cycles is that prices will be sky high and there'll be a shortage of things, and that's where we're at right now with inflation. And then immediately after that, people they can't afford anything anymore, and so then they just stop spending because the money has dried up. But I don't know when that's going to happen. That's the mystery. Every time whatever I read, they said people still have money to spend, but that can't last for much longer, not if everything is expensive. I can't think of a single thing that isn't expensive anymore. So at some point, the bottom's going to come out. And I don't think it's going to happen slowly. I think it's going to just pop. And it's going to be a dramatic thing that's going to happen in a very short period of time. So we'll see. This drop-off is much further than what they're saying. It says on the map that I can make a right turn shortly after I turn on Star Avenue. But that particular turn, the gate is closed. There's no way to get in that direction. That gate is not accessible. So I have to continue going even further, all the way to the far side of their neighborhood to get inside. And of course, I have no gate code. Ay. At least this is just to leave at the door. Thank God. And then getting back home, hopefully the traffic so far is not bad. The time is 1:18, so kids aren't out of school just yet, so I'm still good. It's 61 degrees right now. I've got 21 miles on the car, and I'm getting 58 miles to the gallon at the moment. And everything's fine. We're just rolling along. This day is almost at an end. Let me turn off the app. Stop orders after this delivery. Alright, we are making a right here. Oh, they finished building that Henderson Hospital. That looks nice. And then I gotta go all the way to the next street, which is at the next light. Then I'll be making a right turn, and then we get to hopefully figure out a way to get inside. I hope. And I've been into this community before, and it's a little bit tricky to deal with. Uh-oh, the kids are out of school. Ooh, we're in trouble, gang. We are in serious trouble. The children are out and they are ready to play. Oh no. Thank God I'm turning right here. Oh no, but when I leave, I've got to cross where the school is. What a disaster. OMG. Oh, there's a guy here. Hello. Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too. Well, there was a guy there, but he didn't care who I was or anything. All he cared was I was a car, and he was gonna let me in. They must just have somebody there to keep the kids from coming in, or probably from kids from coming in here and doing a shortcut to get in here. So I guess he's really just there to keep riffraff out of the neighborhood. That's what it seemed like to me. Well, we made it in. Everything's fine now. So the biggest thing now is to make sure I drop off to the right house, because this neighborhood can be tricky. There are many tiny little cul-de-sacs in this neighborhood, and it's very easy to turn at the wrong street. There's multiple times here where I've turned and thought I was at the right street, and I wasn't. Okay, I'm going to be making a right turn up ahead at the next, is it this street? No, that's not the street. God, this navigation is it's so off. It was saying to turn there, but that wasn't the street. Thank goodness I looked at the sign. Wow, it's all the way at the very, very far end of this community. God, it couldn't be any of a worse drop-off. I'm going to go around this bend here, and then it's going to be the next right turn? Is that right? Okay, let's see. I'm looking for a street that says what they're saying. Yeah, this is it right here. Wow, I've never been all the way over here before. God, it's literally like the very last houses before the apartments. Unbelievable. I don't think I'm going to have any cell phone service either. Let me see if I can get to my... Oh, God, they have no cell phone service. Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh, I think I can park here. No, I can't. There's no way I can get the groceries over there. Gosh darn it. Unbelievable. I have to make everything so damn complicated every time. It can't just be simple. I'm turning this place here, and it's the one right next door. Throw my hazards on. So ridiculous. Well, at least I got cell phone service, so let's do this. And the app is just spinning and spinning, so I can't close out the order. So I gotta just drive away. Wave goodbye, everyone. We are going back all the way to the front where those rotten kids are. And I have no internet service, of course. And I have to remember how to get back out of here. Hopefully I can figure it out. Complete delivery. Nope, it's just spinning. Thank God I was at least able to get a picture. Confirm. Alright, we did it. It's done. Now I just gotta let the navigation put on Google Maps to figure out the best way to get home. Start. 17 minutes, 5.2 miles to get back to base. Oh boy, what a mess. So I was I didn't film or didn't record the groceries being put at the door because I did not want to lose where I was at in the menu system, or I could take a picture of the groceries because there's no cell phone service there. So I made sure that I was all primed and ready to go to click that button and get those groceries photographed and uploaded to the customer so they knew I delivered. And I did not want to be in a situation where it suddenly kicked me out of that menu and then I would have no internet and could not take the picture. So that's why I did not film, because I did not want to lose my spot in the app, because that was the potential of what could have happened. And now that's all delivered, I have the sheer joy of going across the high school over here and being stuck with all those rotten kids getting out of school. And that's gonna be, oh, you guys get to enjoy it with me. That's the best part, everybody. You too can enjoy the fun of dealing with all these kids getting out of school. Now it says I'm supposed to drive 15 miles an hour. So let's kind of try to slow down here and not be too aggressive, because people here drive like lunatics when they're right here. Absolute lunatics. Oy, oy, oy. Just take my time. Luckily the school, it looks like they got out of school at 1 o'clock, so it's not too bad. Although here comes somebody crossing the street, so I better slow it down and come to a grinding halt as they cross the street. Oh boy, they're almost across. Thank you for crossing quickly. I appreciate it. Hey, they put a light here. That wasn't there before. That's new. That used to just be a stop sign. Progress. They're making progress. I'm going to make a right here as soon as these rotten kids cross. Alright, all the kids are gone. There's all the parents still waiting for their children to get out of school. Oh yeah. Just get me back. This is why I don't like working this late. You run into all these situations with all these rotten kids. Oh Lord. And they're everywhere. Now they're all spread out for miles all around. And I gotta make sure I don't hit any of them. Oh yeah. That's funny how all the kids dress the same. They all wear these really baggy hoodies and these big backpacks, and they look like all clones of each other. Hey, they put a light here too. Wow, that's great. Uh-oh, speed bump. Speed bump. Yeah, it's good that they've improved this area. It used to be just stop signs, and there would be so much craziness that would go on. So that really helps us speed things up in this area, which I'm glad. There's lots of improvements. So overall today hasn't been bad. I mean, I hit goal. I definitely hit goal. Because the last thing I told you guys, I was at $26, so 36. I think I hit about 40 bucks or close to it. So I hit goal, so all is good. And I'm thinking about changing my schedule to be 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the only reason why, and it's not for the darn kids, because believe me, I don't want to be dealing with these kids. But lately in the morning, I've been having a hard time getting my day started. I've noticed that because it's winter time, it's harder for me to wake up or want to get started. Like, I still wake up like at 3 or 4 in the morning, but my mind feels real cloudy in the morning. And then even after I do I usually do like a walk in the morning. Even after I do my walk and I shower and I get ready for the day, I don't feel like leaving the house. I don't know why that is. Maybe it has to do because it's cold outside, but I'm outside walking, so I've already experienced the cold. I just absolutely dread turning the app on at 8 a.m. I don't know. I have to figure out what I want to do. I think I'll just take it on a case by case, see how I feel every day. Because when I schedule my shifts on DoorDash, I always keep a window of 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. as the window. And then I just adjust it. Like if I decide I don't want to work until 10, then I'll either change the shift from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. before the shift starts, or I'll just keep pausing the DoorDash app until it's finally just I'm ready to go. So I guess I'll just keep the window the same, but just continue to do that process. So that way at least maybe there'll be a day I wake up and I decide that I do want to work first thing at 8 a.m. or whatever, and I just have at least the option. Because I mean, I do want to finish as soon as possible, because who doesn't want to get the work over with? You know what I'm saying? You all know what I'm saying. You just want to get it done. You want to get that money in your bank. You want to bank that money and get back to your life. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just go ahead and leave it that way, and then if I feel like working immediately at 8 o'clock in the morning, fantastic, because that means I'll be done by 11 a.m. And if I don't, well, then I won't start until whenever, which could be as late as 10, and then I'll do like today. I worked until it's a little after 1:30 right now, and then that'll be that. So I think that's going to be the strategy. Oh God. Well, everybody, I think that's going to do it. So thank you all once again for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.